Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
What is up, everybody? So today's video, I'm going to give you guys a updated version of my Destiny Masked Hero deck profile. The profile is fairly popular, which I'm very surprised about. So a few of you guys have asked me throughout the course of a couple of videos, hey Chris, do you have an updated version? And of course I do. I've been playing the deck for about a month now, and I've made a lot of changes. So with all that being said, before we get to the actual video, I'm going to ask you guys to thumbs this video up. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes. It'll be great, and to show me you guys that you guys like a lot of my deck profiles. You guys want to see more deck profiles in the near future. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys the main deck list. I'm not going to go over too many different things, and towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys some of the base combos you guys can do in this deck, because in an updated version, you guys should be able to break boards and do some insane stuff. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin. All right, so we're gonna start with the monster lineup first, and I go over the extra deck and side deck. And if I was going to nationals, this will be my build I'll be playing. So 1, 2 Destiny Hero draw hands. Honestly, this is like the best Destiny Hero in the deck. I like the fact that you get the option to draw a card when you special summon him back. But for you guys that do not know what he does, essentially, when he special summons by the effect of a hero monster, you can make each player draw one card during your next standby phase. After this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard but banish it when it leaves the field. So essentially, you can mass change him off into Darklaw on your opponent's turn. When he brings himself out, both guys draw. You banish the card your opponent drew. Pretty cool, cute combos. Or if you bring him back with your dominance right here, which we'll get into later in the video, on the following turn, he can come back. You can link him off, come back on the follow. It's just a lot of different things too. I like him a lot. 2 is fine. 3, I think, will be too cloggy. The 1 Celestial, I'm still rocking him at 1. I really use him a lot against pendulums when I bring him out, because I can blow up the scales. He's really good against altar guys. Really solid card. It sucks for 1 second, but most of the time he's just a fusion Destiny fodder anyway. 1 Disc Commander, he's a staple in the deck. Obviously, you bring him back with dominance, you draw 2. Nothing more to be said about that. It's Disc Commander, like, why wouldn't you run it? 3 Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. You guys already know my theory on this. If you're playing a rogue deck, heck, if you're playing any deck, run Ash Blossom. Unless you're playing like Danger Thunder Dragons, that deck can just break through boards. And just, yeah. No talking about that deck, but yeah. Rogue, I'll definitely play 3. Next up in the lineup, 1, 2, 3 Effect Veilers. Now, I realized playing this deck in my original build, I needed some kind of way to stop my opponent other than the Ash Blossom. Now, while I could kind of break through boards, but when my opponent was going off, 1 Ash Blossom wasn't enough. So it was a lot of games where I'm like, man, I wish I had Effect Veiler. So obviously, why not add Effect Veiler? Very solid. Hit them Nightmare Mermaid, all them good jazz. So yeah, 3 of those. I like it at 3. Similar to how like I run Salads, where I run 3 and 3. If you have the money to blow, I guess you guys can run Phantasme Dragon, but I like this as a good budget build. 2 Honest Neos. I saw some hero deck profiles running 1 online. I don't get that. Like 3, obviously it's cloggy. 1 is not enough. 2 is the correct number. You definitely want to have some protection and run Darklaw. I never not wanted to run more than 2 or less than 2. So I love 2. Like if I open 2 and a hero monster, I'm good to go. So 1 Stratos, of course, because he's broken. You want to run Stratos. 1, 2 Solid Soldier, just to give me some more rank 4 plays. Because if you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm not running Summoner Monk. I took you guys' advice. I ran a Summoner Monk in my original build. However, I found it to be cloggy. I gotta admit, I found it to be cloggy. You guys were right, I was wrong. But you know, I'm a man, I'll admit it. I like the Summoner Monk. It just, in today's meta, he's too slow. And a lot of the times when I wanted to combo him off with the Warrior Links and the Hero Fusions, he was just sitting there. And a lot of the time I found myself not wanting to just normal summon Monk. It was a lot of games where I'm just like, if I usually bring out Monk, I lose. So 2 Solid Soldiers just to spam out some rank 4s. And 2 Shadow Mist to round off the monster lineup. I don't know how many monsters this is, so don't quote me, but I do know it's a 40 card main deck. So yeah, man, like the monster lineup. I never missed the Monk when I sided it out in the side deck, so reason why I replaced it with the Effect Veilers and the Solid Soldier. So new addition to the spells. 1, 2 Super Poly. Now I did see this on someone's YouTube video. I can't remember the channel name. It was about a guy who he played Destiny Heroes and he went to regionals. He almost made top 8. I think he finished like X3 or something like that. Well, he did pretty good for himself. Finished X3 at regionals, and he ran Super Poly, and he talked about how it did good and it broke boards. And a lot of people told me I should run Super Poly and Heroes. And, after watching that deck profile and hearing the guy talk about it, I'm like, you know what? It did good for him. Why not try for me? So, and just thinking about what it can do, breaking the boards with the against the danger deck, which is very important. I'm gonna be in a good position. Other than the danger deck, against decks like Alter Guys and things of that nature, I do have something in my extra deck, some spice I can bring out. Well, not really spice, but something. I mean, it was some things from watching that deck profile I saw that I can really utilize in my build. So I'm gonna try two Super Poly, and honestly, it makes sense. So 2 Super Poly. 1, 2, 3 Fusion Destiny. Obviously the staple, the cream de la cream. A lot of people do not know what this card does. So if you guys are new to the deck, if you guys are just finding my channel, Fusion Destiny says Fusion summon 1 Fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Destiny hero monster as material using monsters from your hand or deck as Fusion material, but destroy it during the end phase of the turn. Also, for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except dark hero monsters. You can only activate 1 Fusion Destiny per turn. So if you guys don't know why that's broken, you guys have not been playing Yu-Gi-Oh that long. For you guys that played during the Shadow era, you know why that's insane. It's a free monster, like why not? 2 Destiny draws. When I first built this deck, I ran it at 3, did not like it. So 2 seems to be optimal. 1 Hero Lives because it's at 1. 3 Mass Change because Dark Laws of Beast. 3 Call by the Graves because we hate hand traps and we hate dangers. 3 Emergency Call for consistency to add my hero stuff to the deck, from my deck to my hand. 1 Rhoda to get those other heroes I need. 2 Twin Twisters and 3 Back to the Fronts. Back to the Front is to spam out my Destiny Hero Fusions and spam out my Shadow Mist. Now, a few things I know you guys are going to say, why am I not running X in the deck? So, to answer the question, I'm not running Malicious because in this build, even with Fusion Destiny, just looking at my deck list last night, Destiny Hero Malicious is horrible in this deck. Thumbs down the video, dislike the video, I don't care. You're not going to tell me, somebody who's been playing this deck since it came out, that Destiny Hero Malicious at 2 is good in the hero deck. Like, what play are you going to make? Like, I've seen people run Vion. Yeah, you can go Vion, dump Mally, banish Mally, bring out ISO. Now, if you're playing the ISO build, Mally is good. But if you're playing ISO, you're playing something super bricky, so have fun with that. But in a normal hero build that's not running ISO day, Mally is definitely not needed because at best, what are you gonna do? Fusion Destiny him to the graveyard, banish Mally. You can link off your your Destiny Hero Dominance and then bring it back with your Cross Crusader, but you want your Dominance to get your Fusion Destiny effect to be destroyed, so that way you can bring out your 3 monsters to draw a card. So I don't see a purpose of Mally. I mean, I've tested it, and in my testing, it's been bad unless you're running the ISO Day deck. And if you're running the ISO Day deck, which is kind of like almost a 50 to 60 card variant, you're doing it wrong in my opinion for the Destiny Heroes. But that's just the way I like to play the deck. So I know a lot of people are going to say, why aren't you running Destiny Hero Malicious? Why aren't you running the Vision Hero Vion? And then Vision Hero Vion, of course, I'm going to run him once we get the new Vision Hero support next month. So this deck will be getting another update next month. This video is mainly made for the people who's been wanting an update for this deck. Now, got that little rant out the way. The extra deck. So Destiny Hero Dominance because of Fusion Destiny. 2 Dark Law. I haven't found myself wanting more than 2. Destiny Hero Dangerous. Now, this is the card I told you that is really solid with Super Poly. Even though the Destiny Hero deck profile I saw they did pretty decent at the regionals, it didn't mention you can Super Poly this out, but you can Super Poly this out because if you have one of your Destiny Hero monsters on the board and it's like an Alter Guys deck or whatever, it requires 1 Destiny Hero monster and 1 Dark Effect monster. So it can help you break boards against decks. I think it's pretty cool. And this effect ain't bad as well. You can dump Destiny Heroes from deck to graveyard, and then you can start to boost them up. So you mainly run them before the Super Poly play. And if you are the player who wants to run Mally, yes, you can combo this with Mally and do the combo plays. But overall, he's solid. I like him for Super Poly target. Dystopia. I mean, you guys already know the OTK. Anki, Driver is used a lot more in this build. He's so good in this deck. 2 Cross Crusader because you need to. It's a Destiny Hero. It's a hero deck. He gives you fodder to make plays. Now for Super Poly targets, Mud Dragon, King of the Swamp. I don't own it right now. Haven't had time to go to locals to pick it up, but Venomanga, the fusion Venom monster that requires 2 dark monsters on the board to bring out. I have a picture on the screen, of course, to show you guys what card I'm talking about. 1 Summon Great Violent Chimera for you Silent boys out there. Baguska, Abyss Dweller, and to round off the extra, I think that's 15 cards, Castel the Sky Blaster, because I found myself a lot of times wanting to go into Castel against like Thunder Dragons and different decks, and I didn't have it on my deck, and it was a lot of times at locals and at regionals. I could have made this in 1, but I didn't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because making sure I had 15. I thought I had 16 for some reason. Then the side deck I would have took to Nationals. This is a weird year. Using this deck, I would have used 2 Denko Seko for the back row decks. Altergeist is a big, powerful deck. I think Denko is really good in this deck. Reason why Denko is good in this deck versus previous hero decks is because of Fusion Destiny and things like Super Poly that's Super Polying off board. So yeah, Denko Seko is good. I like Denko Seko a lot. Artifact Land Seal for the Orcus Master. Actually, I would have ran this at 3 probably. I only have 2 for right now for my side deck, but if I can find my 3rd one, I probably would have ran 3. 2 to 3 Artifact Land Seals for the Nationals for sure. 2 red reboots for back row heavy decks, Mystic Mind decks, Altergeist, 2 Dinosaur Pancatrops, so rogue decks, you guys know what Pancatrop does. 1 Twin Twister, 3 Raw Spear modes for Danger Thunder Dragons to eat up 3 of their monsters. I know it takes a normal summon, but I can eat 3 of their monsters to break their board, and then I can Fusion Destiny out a monster. And yeah, I know it can't be destroyed a battle, but easy way to eat boards. Honestly, I was thinking about either cutting this for some Gamma Seals, some Kaijus, but I'm thinking either or. I'm still iffy on this right now, but this is probably what I would have ran. Then, of course, the 3 evenly matched. That's around my side deck to 15 cards. Now I'm just going to show you guys a few combos you guys can do in this deck because that's something I wanted to take care of for you guys. So, you guys already know one of the most simple combos you guys need is this. A way to get Stratos, which is why you run 3 E-Calls at 3, and a Fusion Destiny. So, essentially, all you do is you play your Fusion Destiny, you send out any 2 Destiny Hero monsters. Make sure you send out one of your big Destiny Heroes like Celestial to burn your opponent for 1600 when you bring out your Dystopia. Because Dystopia's effect pretty much reads when it hits the board, you can target one of your Destiny Hero monsters in your graveyard and burn damage equal to that monster's attack. So you bring out your Dystopia, target your Celestial Engrave, burn your opponent for 1600, bring your opponent down to 6400. Normal summon your Stratos. You're going to search out your Honesty Neos, and then that's 18, 28, and 25. So that's game right there. If your opponent has an open board, of course. Then I'll show you guys one more combo, and I'm going to get up out of here. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, but I just want to give you guys a quick update. I did do a dedicated combo video for heroes, so you guys can click right here on the screen to watch the actual dedicated video I did that, because I did some pretty neat combos. And another combo you guys can do is just bring pretty much playing Fusion Destiny. Well, actually, it's not really a combo per se, but well, yeah. It's not really a combo per se, but it's pretty much you're going to play your Fusion Destiny, send 1, 2, and 3, bring out your dominance, and then at that point, you're good to go because once you have him on the board, if your opponent kills him, he's going to die by Fusion Destiny on into your opponent's next turn. You're going to bring these 3 guys out. You're going to draw 2 with your Destiny Hero Disc Commander, and you're going to go off from there. Another thing you can do as well, on your following turn after you Fusion Destiny, you can bring your Destiny Hero across, etc. But yeah, man, that's all the combos I got for tonight. Tell me what you guys think. Once again, this is Rogue Hero, bringing you guys an updated deck profile, and I'm signing out. Peace and thank you. Deuces.